10 o'clock. Um, but it's better than late than not at all. Hey, Prince? Yeah, we on right now. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and viewer in the radio land. This is Liberian Radio and Television Network. We are discussing today on platform for education. We will be discussing today BPH. We call that BPH, benign prostate hyperplasia. Benign prostate hyperplasia. This is Liberian Radio and Television Network, and program name is Platform for Education. This platform is for education. We come here on the Monday, Friday, Wednesday, 3 days a week to educate you on different health conditions. All right? We were here on Monday. We discussed something about man hormones that keep men in good standing as it relate to the sexual activity. And on the Wednesday, we discussed uh, something about something about um, what was that? What was the main thing we discussed? We discussed something about it was not a hormone, but we discussed hormone on Wednesday and on Monday. But on Wednesday, uh, I believe we discussed a condition. Uh, we will get back to that when I just turn this on. So, but today our discussion is on benign prostate hyperplasia. Benign prostate hyperplasia. This is a condition that majority of men usually get this condition as you grow older. It starts with men in at the age of 40 to 50 up. From 40 to 50 up. This is the time this condition start with the men. So our today discussion will mainly be on BPH, benign prostate hypertrophy. Okay, so this is platform for education on radio, on Liberian Radio Television Network. Platform for education on Liberian Radio and Television Network. So our days on this program, like we said to you, is on Monday, is on Wednesday, is on Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 3 days a week. All right? So we come to you on platform for education and talk to you on different health condition. All right. So our health condition today that we want to discuss is on men, mainly on men, because this is what happened to men. So let's get right back into it. Platform for education discussing today BPH, benign prostate hyperplasia. Benign prostate hyperplasia is mainly enlargement of men prostate. All right? Men prostate begin to enlarge when the cell in the prostate begin to multiply. When it multiply, it swell up, the prostate swell up and it squeeze. the ureters. Okay. Excuse me, people. What can we help you with? Hello? Yeah? Yeah? All right. So, people, back to our topic. We're discussing BPH. Okay? BPH. We say that BPH is benign prostate hyperplasia. We're saying that that is what we call the enlargement of man uh, sex hormone, man sex organ. We know that prostate is the man sex organ. It produces semen. Okay, the prostate produce semen, and it is very important to men. If your prostate is not working and you have not had a baby, that's a big problem for you, man. It's a big problem. Okay, so that's why when you are in your 30, between 30 40, try to have as many baby as you able to afford, you can support and other things like that, and educate and take care of them health wise. All right, but if you do not, you get to the age of 40 and 50, and then the cell in this prostate begin to multiply and it swell up. When it gets swell, when it swell up very well, it squeeze the ureter. The ureter is the is a little tube that through the penis, and it pass through this prostate. The prostate is most of the time look like a pancana. Okay, it look most of the time like a pancana. That's how the prostate look like at the beginning. It look like pancana, but when that starts swelling up, oh, it becomes very bad. It causes what we call urinary symptom. Urinary symptom is something like you go to pee and you cannot pee. You go in the bathroom, you gotta wait, and when you're ready to pee, it start dribbling and all that kind of thing. And you know that we want to let you know that most of the time we should understand that the kidney filter 30 cc of urine per hour. You see, our kidney is not only men, but the kidney of all human beings, normal kidney, is going to filter 30 cc of urine per hour. 30 cc of urine per hour is what you are going to have. So what now here we got this prostate is swelling. It squeeze the ureter through which our urine is supposed to come. Now when it happens like that, all the urine will not come through. When you want to pee, the kidney filter 30 cc. It comes right down into the bladder. Then another hour come, it filter 30 cc. It becomes 60 though. It comes right back into the bladder again. The bladder holding all the urine. All right. When it reach to 100 cc, you want to go in the bathroom and urinate. All right. But the man who got this enlarged prostate become problem. By the time he get into the bathroom to urinate, all that urine will not come through. He will pee, but all will not come through. You see, because the prostate is swelling and is squeezing the ureter through which the urine is supposed to come from the bladder. So as a result, some of the urine will come and the rest will stay in there. But at the same time, the kidney has no problem. The kidney is continuing to filter the urine as it's supposed to. The kidney just working, just doing his work. He filter the urine and send it there per hour. Filter 30 cc and send it per hour. Filter 30 cc and send it per hour. The bladder then continue to hold this. And the more the bladder hold, the bladder becomes to be bigger and all that kind of thing. And then it's sitting in your pelvic. You start feeling pain in your pelvic. All right? When the urine stay in there, the urine is not coming out completely. If it stay in there this prostate has, because this prostate has, this prostate has gotten enlarged, squeezing the ureter, the urine can by flow up to the kidney. Can you imagine somebody already say, this is the garbage, I don't want to hear. But where you put the garbage becomes so much there, then the garbage start coming, it start coming to the house. Now, you clean the house, or you don't want the garbage in the house. But where you put the garbage now, the garbage is so much there, and the garbage begin to come right back into your house. It begin to come right back into your house. You know what that means? It's a big problem for the kidney. Now the urine start flowing back, it will cause problem. The urine can go through in there, it can damage the kidney. And you have a bigger problem. You see? So, at that rate, whenever a man reach the age of 40, 50, what we want you to do? What do we want you to do when you reach the age of 40 and 50? What we want you to do is to go to the doctor. You know, let the doctor do a prostate examination. The prostate examination is one finger, people. It's one finger. You see that one finger? That's one finger prostate examination for men. That's one finger prostate examination for men. That's the kind of examination they give for men. We do in a hospital for men. The two finger is examination we do in a hospital for women. All right? All these fingers that we use got reason. And it got reason why we use it and why it should be used. All right? It become one finger, we want to check the prostate. Okay? It become two finger, we want to check something when we trying to check the woman. All right? So you go to the woman, you go to the hospital, the doctor check your prostate. He will go to the right arm and check and put the finger around the prostate. He will know the prostate is enlarged. In that way, the next test he's going to do, he's going to send you for a blood test. You are going to do blood tests, and that blood test that you are going to do, we call it PSA. Okay? Prostatic antigen is the antigen specific prostatic specific antigen. That's how we call it. Okay? Prostate specific antigen. This is the hormones. This is the kind of hormone that get so high, is secreted high into the blood when mainly and wholly, most of the time, when a man with enlarged prostate that prostate become a prostate cancer. All right? Most of the time, when the man prostate is swelling and it has swelling up, and you go to the hospital, the doctor do the PSA, all the thinking about maybe this guy had developed prostate cancer. Let's see how far the prostate cancer has gone. All right? That's the second test they're going to do. The first test was a writer examination to feel your prostate to determine whether it is enlarged. They did that already. They send you back to the lab, and they found out that you're doing your blood test. That blood test is to determine the hormone we call PSA, prostatic specific antigen. It defines that much being spilled in your blood. Okay, if that's the case, they're going to come back for the third test. We say, okay, your prostate is enlarged, your PSA is up. The next thing we want to do is we want to figure out whether this enlargement is benign. That's what we're discussing today. Benign. Benign mean not cancerous. It's just swelling, but not cancerous. Benign. So in order to figure out whether or not your prostate is benign, we are going to put you on the table and go into the rectum with a little speculum and take some tissue of that prostate and put it into a test tube and send it into the lab. When we do that, the lab will examine that, and those tissue will be examined to tell us whether it's a cancerous tissue or not. After a week or so, the test result come back. Then you will come back and see the doctor. The doctor will tell you, well, look, we did your test result, we did your biopsy, and we sent it to the lab, but it did not prove that you have prostate cancer. It proved that your prostate is enlarged, but it's benign. So we just got to give you medicine to shrink the prostate. That's what we're going to do. So you are lucky that you don't have prostate cancer. So majority of the people who had enlarged prostate, majority of them have what we call benign prostate hyperplasia. That's what it means. So as a result, they take some, herb, they take some chemical to reduce the swelling of the prostate. Like I told you, the prostate is a male sexual organ. It produces a fluid, then it collects sperm from the testicle, put it together. We call that semen. That's the one the prostate muscle squeeze into the urethra, into the ureterus. It squeeze this semen into the ureter that is inside the penis. During sexual intercourse, when you are about to ejaculate, the prostate muscle will squeeze that semen right inside that little tube we call the ureterus. Okay? Right in there, and then you will dispose of that semen right into the firebox. Right there. Okay? That's what happened. That's the function of the prostate. So in other words, we are saying to you, when you grow up, you are in your from the day you are born, your prostate is there. Okay, but when you get to be the 18, 20, 21, around that time, okay, you want to have a baby, try to have a baby. Because if you don't have a baby at that time, you can't get hit in your 40, you hit your 50, your prostate will be enlarged. It doesn't mean that you will not have sex. You will have sex, but the only thing is the way you will have sex will be reduced. Your erection will not be as strong as you were in 18. It will not be that much. All right, because things have been reduced. It's not working as it's supposed to be. So it better when you are in your younger age, around the 30 to 40, try and have your baby that you are able to care for. You are able to train to go to school and other things like that. But don't wait until you become 60. Then you will come out with prostate problem. All right? So that's the job of the prostate. Okay? Benign prostate hyperplasia. That's what we call BPH. BPH. Benign prostate hyperplasia. All right? That's why I want you to understand. I want you guys to understand that very well. Okay? I want you to understand that. So when you reach your 40, try to go to the hospital. Don't say that my own business. You see? And even the earlier you go to the hospital, we do these tests and find out that you have what we call prostate, early cancer, and other things like that, you know, is going to is going to be all right for you. You know, it's going to be all right for you. So what you will do, if we know that that cancer, it will be in the early stage. You know, if it's in the early stage, you are all right. You are all right. You know, so what we will do, we have to treat you at that point, and you know, make sure that you are all right. But if we do not do it, if we do not you don't come to the hospital, we don't find out, and you wait till it spread, it become malignant. Instead of benign, it become malignant. Malignant, it means spread very fast. That's what kills people. All right, try to do those things. Try to do those things. It's okay. Try to come to the hospital for checkup. Try to come to the hospital for checkup so that we do the prostate. At the age of 40, 50, 60, come to the hospital. We do not say, oh yeah, that old people think this and that. All right. Before you consider it to be old people thing, come to the hospital, let us check it out and say to you it's benign. So you can go on and it become old people thing. You can go on and sit down and you can be taking something to shrink the prostate, to reduce the swelling so that you can pee very well. Because when you have urinary symptom based on enlarged prostate, you can't have a good night's sleep. You every now and then, when 1 hour time the kidney filter that urine and send it straight to the bladder. The next minute, the bladder tells you, say, look, I'm full. You come to the bathroom, you just pee a little bit and go by and lie down. 1 hour again, you pee a little bit. So you tell me you're supposed to sleep for 8 hours, but every hour you will get up and come into the bathroom. Every hour you get up and come to the bathroom. You see? So at that rate, you can't even have sex properly because you will not have erection. You see? You will not have erection. So you got the bladder already full. When you have the bladder already full, the pressing against your prostate, and your prostate is pressing against the urethra, and your urethra is between the penis. How in the world that the blood vessel in the penis are going to be dilated to have more blood in order for you to have erection? You see? So you are, the body is confused here. Which one you got to do? You want to have sex, but here you are. We want to make sure that you pee. So it's not going to work. That's why when you got prostate problem, you do not have good sex. All right? So let's share this video the way we want to do it. Let's share this video, people. Let's share the video. Let's share the video. Let's share the video. Okay? That the blood vessel in the penis are going to be dilated to have more blood in order for you to have erection. You see? So you are the body that you pee. So it's not going to work. That's why when you got prostate problem, you do not. So we're trying to share this. So let's share this video the way we want to do it. Let's share this video, people. Let's share the video. Let's share the video. Let's share the video. I want you guys, many of you guys, to understand what we're discussing here. Because what we're discussing here can help most men, okay? It helps most men. So we invite them. We invite most men because we're discussing prostate, okay? We're discussing prostate. And this is the male sex hormone, okay? We understand there's a male sex hormone. So let's share this video as many as we can so that you guys will know that we are discussing prostate. So we invite them. So that's what we're talking about. Now you got to understand, it is not. Let me put it to you this way. The test that we do for this particular enlarged prostate, when they say the man has enlarged prostate, I told you that we do three different type of tests. The first test that we will do is a a, a rectal a rectal examination. The doctor put you on the table and do a finger examination to go around to put the finger around your prostate to see if it is enlarged. When he determined that that is enlarged, the next thing he will do is to send you to the laboratory to do a blood test. That blood test is to examine to determine your PSA. Your PSA means your prostatic specific antigen. We say specific because it comes directly from the prostate. That's why we say specific antigen. All right? All right. That's the second test. The third test will be a biopsy. We do a biopsy. All right? They do a biopsy. We put you back on the table and put a speculum into the rectum and takes tissue from the prostate. We take the tissue from the prostate and send it to the lab. That tissue, they're going to determine whether this tissue is a cancerous tissue or it's just a swollen tissue from the prostate. Those are the three tests we do. This last test is the one that will tell us whether or not you have cancer of the prostate. This last test. But the PSA can be high. We can put our finger and then determine that your prostate is swollen. All those two tests will not tell us whether you have cancer. It will just tell us that the prostate is in trouble. It's swollen. That's all. But the last one, which is the biopsy, is to tell us whether or not you have cancer of the prostate. And some of these things you got to think back. Let's say your grandfather, your mother, or your uncle, in your whole family, somebody in that family died of cancer. If that is the case, when you come out to see that you have enlarged prostate, pray. Start praying to God, because the first thing is inside your tree, your family tree, there have been a cancer. There have been an invasion of cancer in your family tree. So that family tree, any of you can develop cancer of any part of the body. The sister can develop breast cancer, or the uncle can develop prostate, can develop any cancer of the lung. Those who smoking, they can do that because it has been in the family. You see? So think about this, because these cells travel from time. It's like a generation type of diseases. All right, but if you never have it, if the cancer is not something that somebody can get. Oh, I get cancer infection from that man. No. You see, cancer is not like tuberculosis. Yes, we were discussing latent tuberculosis on Wednesday. You see, we discussed latent tuberculosis on Wednesday. We discussed testosterone on Monday. So Friday today we are discussing benign prostate hyperplasia. All right, that's what we discussed. So we will throw light on those three that we discussed, on those two that we discussed on Monday and Wednesday. But let's finish with this topic. So when you have down the road in your family tree that somebody, some member of your family way back had developed the uncle or the auntie had developed cancer of any type and the person died of cancer, all of you coming from that tree got to be careful. Got to be very careful to check yourself. If you are a woman, you got to be careful to check yourself to go and do mammogram. When you reach the age to do the mammogram, you got to go and do your mammogram. Check your breast. You got to go and check, ask the doctor to check the ovary, to check the uterus, and all that. You know, If you smoke, you got to make sure that you do your chest x-ray and then check your lungs and other things like that. Because you're coming from a tree of cancer. Cancer has been in this tree before, in this family tree before. This is why we tell you this thing, because if you never had cancer in the family tree, all right, you can say, well, you are good to go. But just check it and make sure. Just check it and make sure. Nothing is ever complete in this world. But make sure. But know that if that's the bottom line. Know that if you have had cancer in the family down the line before, every child that coming from that tree, from that line, they got to be checking themselves as they grow up. All right. So it is, on the other hand, it is not every time your PSA is high, it means that the person got cancer. No. The prostate is high. Let's take this for example. If the doctor asks you, oh look, we checked your prostate and we found out your prostate was enlarged. So what we want to do is to do a blood test to figure out or to determine whether this prostate is just something different. Now that if the doctor schedule you to do that prostate, you have to be out of sex. You have to, even before you go to the doctor, to do prostate, to do your prostate examination, you have to be out of sex for 24 hours. If you sex within the 24 hours, then you go to the doctor, and the doctor tells you, say, let's go and do a blood test. By the time, even though your PSA is not high, but because you have sex and you release semen at that time, it will cause your prostate, it will cause your test to be positive. Your test will be positive because the PSA will be high. You know why it's high? Because you went and had sex, the prostate muscle squeeze squeeze your semen into the urethra. That little jab that prostate did, that what caused the PSA, the antigen, to be high in your blood test, in your blood. That what caused it. So when you're going to go to the doctor to do a prostate examination, get away from sex for a whole week. All right. Don't allow any sperm to come through, because when the sperm come through, it will make your PSA to be high. All right. Let's say you didn't have sex, but it like to say you develop chlamydia. That is the Christian name or the civilized name for gonorrhea, chlamydia. You see that? Let's say you have gonorrhea and you had a urinary tract infection and you're treating it. Then you come to see the doctor. You go do PSA, because you got a urinary tract infection, the PSA will be high. All right? The PSA will be high. So the PSA will be high under those conditions, because you searched before you went to do PSA test, and you release your prostate release semen, it will be high. You got urinary tract infection, your PSA will be high. All right. So even though high PSA have most of the time indicated that the person have what we call prostate cancer, but on the other hand, just know that high prostate is not always. It's not always the determination of prostate cancer. All right? So know those two things. And know that the prostate is the male sex organ. All right? It's the male sex organ. So take good care of your prostate. take good care of your prostate, because if you don't take good care of your prostate, man, you will just be passing around. Okay, your sex life will be way down. So you take good care of your prostate, then you will be good. All right, you will be very well good. But you wait till your prostate get enlarged and you are not doing anything about it, you will not have sex. And every time you will go in the bathroom, you will not sleep. You continue to go in the bathroom. The next minute you can develop kidney infection. The next minute kidney failure. And what will go when you look, your whole body swell up. You know, when your whole body swell up, in medicine we call that anasaka. You develop anasaka, the whole body swelling, then because you wasted time to treat, to take care of your prostate. That's what happening. So we tell you, go to the doctor at the early stage, 40 years of age, 50 years of age. Let him check your prostate. Especially in your family, you never had anybody with cancer, or you had somebody there with cancer. You check your prostate early. Be careful. Check your prostate early. Don't smoke. If you have somebody in your family with cancer, quit smoking. If you ever smoke, you didn't know, you stop smoking, because you could develop lung cancer because it is in your family. You could develop prostate cancer, it is in your family. The woman can develop ovarian cancer, it is in the family. The woman can develop uterine cancer, it is in the family. So that whole family got to be careful when they are growing up. So they are here to medical advice as they grow up. All right, that's what you have to always do. So today we discuss B, benign, P, prostate, H, hyperplasia. The prostate cell is multiplying, it's just growing, Make the prostate to swell up and inflame. It hurt you. All right? That's what we call BPH. So you know that. We called yesterday Lrtn. On Wednesday we discussed latent tuberculosis. That's an infection, TB infection. You got TB, tuberculosis infection, that you cannot spread up, that cannot affect anybody. But pulmonary tuberculosis, we say if you have that, it is more family oriented. People who develop pulmonary TB will have had somebody living in the family who had the TB, this TB, and then the other people do not know. And this person sneeze in front of you, this person cough in front of you, this person talk in front of you, and as each time the person talk, sneeze, and cough, he passed the germ. He passed the germ to you. He passed the germ to you. He passed the germ to you. That's what it means. Tuberculosis. You can't get tuberculosis from a stranger. No. Before you get tuberculosis, you may have been exposed to it many times. Tuberculosis have an incubation period. Incubation means you get the disease, it stay in your body for a certain time, and it develop to the stage of into the stage that it can infect somebody before you can start getting sick. All right? And when you have tuberculosis, you lose weight. You have tuberculosis, you cough up, sometimes you will cough blood. You have tuberculosis, you will have night sweat. You will sweat at night. These are some symptoms we know about tuberculosis that will distinguish other diseases from tuberculosis. All right? That's what it means. Those are some of the signs and symptoms that when people have, they can distinguish other diseases from tuberculosis. When people, some of the diseases that you can have, and you can be vulnerable. You can be almost at risk in getting tuberculosis. When somebody has AIDS, because their immune system already low, they can get tuberculosis fast, just quick. All right. When somebody has rheumatoid arthritis, they can have tuberculosis so quick. You know why? Because the medicine they gave you for rheumatoid arthritis is a steroid, and steroid can depress your immune system. All right. It depresses your immune system. Your immune system is how much blood you have. All right. Steroid decrease your blood making mechanism of the body, so you don't have enough blood. Any disease in the world, as long as you have enough blood, it is difficult for that disease to overcome you. Blood is the medium of protection, transport in our body. So when you have diabetes, you can have tuberculosis easily, because those are diseases, those are conditions of the body that make your body, that reduce your immune system. All right. So when you get those kind of diseases, you are likely to get tuberculosis. All right. Other than that, latent TB, latent tuberculosis is not active. Pulmonary TB is active. You see, pulmonary TB is active. That's why people get infected from somebody who got pulmonary TB. You see, and you will have been exposed to the person talking, singing to you, or coughing right in your face. Sometimes we tell you, say, when you see people coughing, take your handkerchief, man. That's a good civilized way. You cough, you sneeze in your hand or sneeze in your handkerchief and put it right back in your pocket. That is good. You're protecting other people from being infected if you have tuberculosis. All right. If you even have viral infection, you got common cold. Don't go there and just sneezing among people just without protecting your mouth. Cover your mouth when you sneeze. You see, you can't sneeze in the public like that without covering your mouth. That is not a nice thing to do. A civilized way to live is to cover your mouth when you sneeze. All right, that's what you do. But you gotta be careful when you go in the public, when you go around. You see, many things spread. Tuberculosis is spread in the air. It's spread in the air. That's why people get it very fast when they talk to you, when they sneeze, when they cough and all that, because it passes. The germ pass from the person through the air to you. When you inhale that air, that's it. When you're living in the house, try to open the house out so that breeze can blow. So when the breeze blow, it pass the germ. Maybe the man be in the house, he just sneezed. And when he sneezed, the germ is in the air, hanging in our air. But when you open the window, breeze blow, it blow the disease outside. It blow them outside. You know that, at least. So live in a place with ventilation. In other words, shortcut. When you sneeze, cover your mouth. Shortcut. All right? Now what happened? Try to eat balanced diet so that your body can make more blood cells, especially leafy green vegetable. We said that. Some time ago, they did not used to give medicine to people who got tuberculosis, who have pulmonary tuberculosis. They were not giving them medicine. You know what they were doing to them? They were not giving them medicine. They were giving them just food to eat so that person's body can be healthy, so that person can be healthy. The more blood you got, the better you are healthy. And when you are healthy, you got more blood, the tuberculosis bacteria, okay, the mycobacteria that cause tuberculosis will not function. Will not work, because you got more blood. The blood will suppress their activity. So as a result, you can be having tuberculosis bacteria in you. You're going, as long as you got more blood, you're going around. You will not have any TB to pass to anybody. But mind you, you go do something and you don't eat, you start losing blood. When you are anemic, you got problem. When you are anemic, you got problem. Any disease will get on you when you are anemic. That's why when people in the developing world, we see children who come with protein, calorie malnutrition. Those children are vulnerable. They can get tuberculosis easily. Any disease, they can get it. Because most of these diseases, they like to live in the environment where there are no blood. They like to live in the environment where there are no water. They like to live in the environment where there are no air. The air we breathe in. Majority of the bacteria do not like air. Majority of diseases do not like air, do not like blood, do not like water. And this is what the blood carry in our body. The blood carry air, it carry the water, okay? It carry food that we eat, and it carry itself. You understand? That's what the blood does. Those are the component of the blood. And the more blood you got oxygen everywhere. You see? Why you think they can say somebody got heart attack? All the blood vessels that go on your heart, all those blood vessels, they are there to supply the heart muscle with air, food, and blood itself. But when one of those blood vessels is narrow, and the amount of blood that's supposed to go to that particular muscle of the heart is not there, you got trouble. You start having chest pain because there are no air. What kind of blood that will go to the cell without air? You had decreased amount of air in the blood, you're in trouble. Your body organ will suffer. Okay? That's what it means. So the blood carry air, food, water, all right, to all part of our body. So that's what we're living on. You should have enough blood. If you have enough blood, you will combat majority of diseases. Don't overcook your greens. Don't overcook your greens. Fried food, get away from fried food. Okay? You want to eat oil, try to eat unsaturated or type of oil. You know, we're talking olive oil. That's a very good oil. Even though it's expensive, but it's a very nice oil to eat. Don't even burn it. So, for right now, I'm going to take a little break. And when I come, I will talk a little bit about the Monday discussion that was the testosterone. Okay. Now I told you this platform is for education, just to educate you. So when we come to educate you, we educate you on the variety of health fee and other things like that. We become specific on the particular one and other things like that. So for right now, we will come back and talk more. Let's take a break right now. Okay. Fine. morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are back. We were discussing program is platform for education. That's what we're discussing today. This is what we're discussing today. Our topic today, our topic today is is one minute. Let me try to get this on the air. Let me try to get it on the air. One minute. Let me try to get it on the air. This is our